Hello. Welcome to this new video. Today we're going to be using Impacket utility to set up an SMB server on the Ubuntu computer so that you can download or upload files too. Now, if you work on Ubuntu or any other distribution of Linux, sometimes you know that you need to transfer files between Linux and Windows, and it can become a nightmare depending on where you're using restrictions and all of that. So let's go over Impacket. Remember that on this computer, I already have Impacket installed in a virtual environment. So I'm going to go right into it. I'm going to go to Impacket Lab. And then I am going to activate my virtual environment. And the reason why I decided to do Impacket in a virtual environment is because I didn't want to deal with the problem of dependencies and compatibility issues that I could have if I install something on my Ubuntu computer. So I just wanted to make my life easier, to be honest with you. So that's why I decided to do that. But you don't have to run it in a um, virtual environment. So now that I'm here, I am going to type the syntax to activate my environment. I'm just specifying to my syntax that I want the environment or the path to look into the environment and not try to run Python from any other place. And basically, this is what I have right here. This is the name of the Python program, the SMB server that I'm going to be running. That is the name of the executable, if you want to put it that way. And the rest is pretty much the name of the share that is going to be publicly available to people. This could be anything. I just like named the share. And if the location is going to be in the current directory, and I am enabling SMB2 support. So any client that connects to this new share, as long as they support SMB2 and 1, they're going to be able to connect. If you don't do that, and then that client is only allowed to use SMB2 or SMB3, they're not going to be able to connect to it. So it is that simple. And by the way, I'm going to be creating another video for SMB2 and SMB3, the different versions of the SMB protocol, because it is important for you to have that, especially when it comes to security. So now that I have that, I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to type in my super secure password. And as you can see, it is already listening, right? So what you need to do, you need to find out, I know the IP address, but if I come to this new tab, I'm going to do IPA. And this is going to show me the internal IP address of my computer is 192.168.170.21. And that's the IP address that I'm going to be using from other computers in the network to connect to this SMB server. So let me bring one of the Windows computers over here. This is a client computer, and I'm going to go 192.168.170.21 share. And I'm already there. Let me go back here. As you could see, if I come here, this is going to get the connection. It's going to log the connection right in here. And as you could see, this is going to be coming from SMB 2, as you can see in this section. So treat this like any other SMB share in your network. As you can see, I can create new folders if that's what you want to do. 33, let's name a folder, anything. And within the folder, obviously, you can create files, because in this case, you don't have any restriction. This share, as it stands right now, it's wide open to anybody to connect to. So obviously, you're going to be using this in a controlled environment. You're not going to be, hopefully, uploading any secret data, right, in there. And because anybody's going to have access to it, as long as they know the IP address and the share name, but they can also find it in the network. And as you could see it in here, and then you can copy this. Let me copy this to my local computer. And you can also upload information. Let me just rename this because it's the same name. And everything that is taking place right here over SMB is getting recorded right here in the background. So let me just do this and you're going to have your information. So again, this is a very simple way for you to enable an SMB server on Ubuntu to transfer data over SMB. And remember that SMB is not only a Microsoft protocol. Actually, I don't even think it's a native Microsoft protocol. Perhaps it is. But what I'm trying to say is that you can use SMB on Linux, you can use SMB on Mac, as long as it is enabled, of course, to transfer files and even on different operating systems to and from. So I'm just going to stop the video right here. If you found this information useful, all I ask you to do is to click on the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next video.